We configured some values. We configured either in XML file or statically we configured some values we configured in Java, and we seen how to present the values on the UI component. Okay, so now today's session will discuss how to present the dynamic data. Okay, so my requirement is in my phone internal storage. My requirement is, imagine this is my device. Okay, so in my phone internal storage, see there are three storages are there in Android. Okay, there are three storage options. The three storage options. One is a phone, and second thing is a phone, internal and external storage. Phone storage, internal storage, and external storage. Phone storage, internal storage, and external storage. These are the three storage options in Android. These are the three storage options in Android: phone storage, internal storage, and external storage. Okay, so my requirement is I want to get this phone memory you cannot explore. We cannot explore this phone memory, you cannot explore. Like this is nothing but your contacts, your call log, create the WhatsApp history. All the security information is going to be stored in this phone database. Basically, we cannot explore this. We cannot explore the path. We cannot explore the phone storage path. We cannot explore. And the next thing is what? Internal storage. I mean, my requirement is I want to get my phone internal storage files. I want to get my phone internal storage files. I want to get my phone internal storage files. Slash storage slash SD card 0. SD card 0 means nothing but SD card 0 is representing what? The device internal storage. SD card 0 is the device internal storage. In my phone device internal storage, I want to get all the list of files I want to get. How many files are available in this device internal storage? How many files are available in the device internal storage? I want to get all the list of files I want to get, and I want to present the data I want to present on a ListView component. For internal storage path, if you want to get the internal storage files, if you want to get, either you can take this SD card 0 you can take, or this is one way to get the path, or one more option is you can use this slash storage SD card 0, this you can use, or the one more option is nothing but slash storage slash emulated slash 0. This is another way to get to specify the path. Slash storage slash SD card 0. This is one way of specifying the internal storage path, or you can specify slash storage slash emulated slash 0. Okay, this is another way of representing what? Specifying what? Internal storage path. Okay, my requirement is from this specified path, I want to get the list of files I want to get. I want to get the list of files I want to get, and I want to present that list of files I want to present on a ListView component I want to present. This file names, how many files are available in the specific path, I want to get the list of files I want to get, and I want to present the data I want to present on a ListView component I want to present the data. This is a requirement. Get the list of files and present the data in a ListView component will present the data. Okay, this is the requirement. This is a requirement. Now we'll see how to do this one. How to get the list of files and how to present the data on a ListView component. Now we'll see this one. Okay. Let's create a project. Android Studio. Okay, so here select this option, start a new Android Studio project. Start a new Android Studio project. Specify the project name. I'm specifying the project name as ListView Dynamic. See, it's not a static data, it's a dynamic data. ListView ListView Dynamic is a project name I specified. ListView Dynamic is a project name I specified. I want to get the list of files I want to get, and don't forget to take empty activity here. Take empty activity, next, and finish. It's a dynamic data. I want to get the device internal storage files I want to get, all the list of files I want to get, and I want to present the data I want to present on a list view component. I want to present the data. This is the requirement. So you create a project we created. Let's select this project. So here you can find the option called project. Select the project. Okay, select this project button. You'll get. So in app, first open the XML file. In XML file, what is our requirement? We want to present the data we want to present on a list view component. We want to present the data. Get all the list of internal storage files and present that list of files on a list view component. This is the requirement, right? Okay. So first open the XML file. In resource folder, you can find a folder called layout is a folder. In layout folder, you can find an XML file called activity underscore main.xml. You can find XML file called what? Activity underscore main.xml. So here, select this XML attribute, I mean this text attribute, so that you'll get the XML code you'll get. In design, in place of this design, select an attribute called text. You'll get the XML code you'll get here. You get the XML code you'll get. Here we'll take the main UI group in place of this relative layout. Here we'll take the main UI group as linear layout we taken. We taken the main UI group as what? Main UI group as linear layout. And we don't require this tools attribute. We don't require this tools attribute. We require this width and height, and remaining all these attributes is not required. This padding attributes, tools attributes, all these attributes are not removed. That's why I removed all the attributes. Okay. Additionally, we had to configure one more attribute, that is orientation is vertical. Okay, fine. Okay. So now here I want to create one list view component I want to create. I want to create a UI component called list view component I want to create. Let's create a list view component. Width is match parent and even height also is specified as match parent. Match parent by match parent. Occupy the entire screen width and screen height. Occupy the entire screen width and screen height. Let's configure the ID for this. I'm configuring the ID for this one. ID is specified as list view 1 is ID I configured. We required this component we required into Java code we required. That's why we are configuring an ID we are configuring for the UI component. List view Android colon ID is equals to @ plus ID slash list view 1. Okay, so now the UI part is completed. In activity XML file, we created a list view component we created. We created what? A list view component we created. Now in main activity.java, in XML file we create a list view component we created in the XML. Get that list view component into Java code. In XML file we created a list view component we created in the XML. Get that list view component into your Java code. List view is equals to list view of find view by ID r.id.listview1. Okay. So XML file we created ListView component we created in the XML. We got that ListView component we got into Java code we got. I mean we received that ListView component we received from XML to Java. My requirement is I want to get the list of files I want to get and I want to present that list of files on a ListView component I want to present. But for presenting the data, in our previous classes we already seen there is a class called array adapter. We have to specify what type of data we are presenting. By using array adapter, you can present the data in this format you can present, right? So here, let's create the object for array adapter. But before that, first get the values. I want to get the list of files from the internal storage. That internal storage files I want to present on a list view. So first what we'll do is get the list of files from the internal storage. So let's specify the path here. String path is equals to slash storage slash sd card 0 slash forward slash. I mean, I want to get the list of files I want to get from the internal storage. I want to get the list of files slash storage slash sd card 0. I want to get the internal storage. This is just it's a normal string object. I'm converting this string object. I'm converting into file object. I'm converting file f is equals to new file path. File f is equals to what? New file of path. We converted the string object, we converted into a file object, we converted here. We converted the string object, we converted into what? Into file object, we converted. Now, if you want to get the list of files, if you want to get from this path, if you want to get the list of files, if you want to get from this path, just call a method called f.list is a method. What is the method name? f.list is a method. File object.list is a method. See, what is the return type of this list method? Return type of this list method is nothing but it's a string array. String array is a return type. Return type of this f.list method is nothing but it's a string array. String array values is equals to f.list. Okay. Up to now, what we written? Specify the path here. First, specify the path. Okay. I want to get the list of files. I want to get from this path. I want to get the list of files. You can use this slash storage slash sd card 0, or you can use the second option, that is storage slash emulated slash 0. You can use any option you can use. And let's convert that string object into a file object. Okay, because it's a normal string object, we cannot perform the file operations, we cannot perform on that particular string object. That's why we are converting that string object, we are converting into a file object, we are converting. And if you want to get the list of files, if you want to get from that specific path, just call a method called f.list is a method. F.list is a method, so that you'll get the list of files, you'll get from the specific path, you'll get the list of files. And we are holding that list of file names, we are holding into one string array, we are holding that list of files, we are holding into one string array, we are holding that list of files. That list of file names we are holding into one string array, we are holding the list of file names. Okay. Next, after that, we know already if the data is available in an array, we know how to present the data on a particular UI component by using array adapter. Okay, let's see. I'm creating the object for array adapter. For presenting the data, we had to create an adapter. I created the object for array adapter. In this array adapter, let's specify what type of data you are presenting. We are presenting string type of data. We are presenting. Adapter is equals to array adapter is equals to new array adapter of new array adapter of string. Total we have to specify 3 parameters we have to specify here, right? In this array adapter, total we had to specify 3 parameters we have to specify in this array adapter. What are the 3 parameters? Context, your present activity class, main activity dot this, and second parameter is nothing but XML file. In which format you want to present the user interface. So we had to specify that user interface. We had to specify in the second parameter. So r dot layout dot. But here, if you take r, you'll get your project XML files. You will get. Second thing is nothing but XML file. In which format you want to present, we have to specify that. So UI style we have to specify. But what we'll do, rather than creating our own XML files, but defining that style, individual item in which format you want to display, we'll take the built-in XML files. We'll take the built-in XML file. If you want to get the built-in XML file, if you want to get, use this Android dot r dot Android dot r dot layout dot Android dot r dot layout dot specify the XML file here. I'm taking this XML file. I'm taking simple spinner drop down item is XML file. I'm selecting here simple spinner drop down item. Okay. So array adapter we specified context. We specified where you want to present, and second parameter we specified in which style you want to present. In the XML file we define the style. We define in which format you want to present. The last parameter is nothing but the string array values object, where the list of files we stored the entire files we stored into one string array. We stored the entire files. What is array name? Values is the array name. I'm presenting that values. I'm presenting here. Now set this array adapter object to the list view component. List view component dot, there is a method called set adapter is a method. Specify the adapter object. List view dot set adapter of, specify the adapter object. List view dot set adapter of, specify the adapter object. Okay, so now we'll test the application. Let's see whether the app is working or not, and we are able to present the data on the list view component or not. We'll test the app now. I'm connecting my phone. Okay, let's run the application. We'll see. Run the app. Installing the app in Samsung device. It's loading the app still. Others also having the same problem. Screen got stuck, or is it visible for you? Yeah. So it's good for others. Just check it once. Check it once at your end because it's good for others. So you got the output we got, but now I'm waiting for the preview just to show to you. So it's taking some time to show the preview. So I have an alternative here. So app is installed. We got the list of files we got. It is showing the list of device internal storage files. It is showing on the list view component. It is showing. So let's turn the orientation of turn. Okay. So these are the list of files. The snap2, Android, Face, so Kakao Talk, ND, ringtones. These are all the list of files and folders in my phone internal storage. These are all what? The list of files and folders in my phone internal storage. These are the list of files and folders. These are the list of files in my phone internal storage. Okay, so here if you see the path contains a folder called sample images. The path contains a folder called what? Sample images is a folder. From the last, the fifth one, in my phone storage, in my phone storage, there is a folder called sample images is a folder. There is a folder called what? Sample images is a folder. This is a folder name. This sample underscore images. Now I want to see what are all the list of files are available in this sample images folder. I want to see what are the list of files are available in this sample images folder. This is a requirement. Now we'll see how to do this one. What is the requirement? I want to get the device internal storage. In the device internal storage, there is a folder called sample underscore images is a folder. So I'm changing the path here. I'm changing the path. Sample underscore images is a folder. I want to get the list of files I want to get from this sample underscore images folder. I want to get the list of files. See, it's a dynamic data. If I install the application in my phone, I'll get my phone internal storage files you'll get. And if you install the application in your phone, you'll get your phone internal storage files you'll get. Right? Okay. So now here in my phone, they should not, if you want to test in your phone, for example, let's specify some folder path. Okay. So in my phone internal storage, there is a file called sample images is a folder name. Now I want to get the list of files I want to get from this sample images folder. I want to get the list of files. Now let's run the application now. Let's run the app in Samsung device. See, app is installed. I got the list of files I got. See this E0, E04, E.png, E05.png. All these are the images basically. In my phone, there is a folder called sample images is a folder name. And we got the list of files we got from that sample images folder. We got the list of files. If you see the file extensions here, if you see the file extensions, all the file extensions are what? Dot .png, .png, .png. All the files extension is .png is the extension for all these files, right? .png is the extension for all these files. Okay, but my requirement is okay. I know sample in my phone there is a folder called sample images which contains some list of images. But my requirement is I don't want to present the data I don't want to present only the file name I don't want to present here. Yes, we are displaying only the file names we are displaying, right? Here we are displaying only the names we are displaying here. But my requirement is if you take this WhatsApp application, the WhatsApp welcome screen you will get, right? First screen, list of chats, a list of contacts, a list of calls. What is it UI component? What is the UI component in WhatsApp? It's a list view component only. For showing the list of contacts, list of chats, list of calls, they are using a component called list view component they are using. But the data is not only a string. Let me explain what exactly my requirement. In my phone internal storage, in my phone internal storage, there is a folder called sample images is a folder name. There is a folder called what? Sample underscore images is a folder. My requirement is I want to get the list of files I want to get from this path. I want to get the list of files. Sample images is a folder. I want to get the list of files I want to get from this sample images folder. I want to get the list of files. We already got the list of file names we got, but my requirement is I want to present the data I want to present in this format. In the individual item, I want to design this UI I want to design. So first I want to create one First I want to display the image I want to display, and next thing is I want to display the file name I want to display. File name, file size, and here I want right side I want to create a delete button. I want to create what? One, a delete button I want to create at the right side. This is a requirement. I want to create what? A delete button I want to create at the right side. Okay, this is a requirement. This is the requirement. I want to get all the list of files I want to get. I want to get all the list of files, and I want to present the data I want to present on a ListView component. I want to present the data. This is a requirement. How many files are available in the device storage path? How many files are available in the device storage path? I want to get all the list of files I want to get. I want to get all the list of files, and I want to present the data I want to present on a ListView component. In this format, I want to present the data. I want to present the data on ListView component. In this format, I want to present the data. But up to now, we discussed array adapter concept. Up to now, we discussed a concept called array adapter. Let's see what are the disadvantage with the array adapter. The disadvantage with array adapter is nothing but while you are presenting the data, we had to specify what type of data you want to present. We had to specify what type of data you want to present. Let's see what is the problem with array adapter. By using array adapter, by using array adapter, we can present only string type of data. By using array adapter, we can present only what? We can present only string type of data. By using array adapter, we can present only string type of data we can present. We can present only string type of data. If you want to present your own user interface, if you want to present your own UI, if you want to present your own UI on individual item, use custom adapter. Use what? Custom adapter. By using array adapter, we can present only string type of data only we can present. If you want to present your own user interface on the individual item, then use what? Custom adapter. So now the most important topic in the Android, the custom adapter concept. To say frankly, I mean, in future we are going to discuss some advanced UI component, but if you want to understand that advanced component, if you want to understand, these are the basics are required. Okay, so base adapter, I mean, this custom adapter is one of the most important topic. Okay, and it's a little complex also to understand. Okay, now I hope you understand what is the problem. Basically, array adapter is nothing but only for string type of data, but in the individual item, if you want to present these type of user interface you wants to present in the individual item, then that is not possible with what? Custom adapter, because this is our own user interface. We want to present this user interface on the screen. So if you want to present your own user interface on the individual screen, use what? Custom adapter. Okay, so now let's see what are the steps to create a custom adapter. Steps to create custom adapter. Steps to create the custom adapter. The first step to create a custom adapter is it audible? Yeah. Because there is some network fluctuations are there. That's why I'm asking. Yeah. So steps to create a custom adapter. The first step to create a custom adapter is create a class. create a class with subtype of create a class with subtype of base adapter is a class name. This is the first step. If you want to create any custom adapter, if you want to create any custom adapter, if you want to create, you have to create a class. You have to create with subtype of what? Base adapter is a class name. With subtype of what? Base adapter. This base adapter is an abstract class. It is an abstract class. It is an abstract class. I mean, this base adapter is an abstract class. It is an abstract class having four abstract methods. It is an abstract class having four abstract methods. If you are extending any abstract class, definitely we have to provide the implementation for all the abstract methods. We have to provide the implementation, right? Okay. Now this base adapter contains four abstract methods. One is a get count is one method. Get count is one method, and another thing is get item is one method. Get count, get item, and get item ID, and get view. These are the four abstract methods. It is an abstract class. I mean, this base adapter is an abstract class. This base adapter is an abstract class which is having four abstract methods: get count, get item ID, and get view. These are the four abstract methods in the custom adapter. These are the four abstract methods in custom adapter class. Okay. Next, ListView dot. There is a method called set adapter. I mean, that particular UI component, maybe ListView or the gallery or grid view, what are the UI components you are going to use. That particular UI component dot. There is a method called set adapter is a method. That particular UI component dot set adapter is a method. Set adapter is a method. We had to specify the object of your custom adapter class name. Specify the object of your custom adapter class name. The particular UI component dot set adapter. Specify the object of your custom adapter class name. That's it. With this statement, by using this statement, we'll set the custom adapter to the UI component. Okay. But the important thing is, in this process, basically, for converting, you'll get a requirement of for converting XML user interface to view object. For converting the XML user interface into what? Into a view object. So use a class called what? We use a class called layout inflator is a class. There is a class called layout inflator is a class. Okay, by using this layout inflator class, we can convert that XML user interface. We can convert into what? Into view object. You can convert. So layout inflator is equals to layout inflator dot from is a method. Layout inflator is equals to layout inflator dot from is a method. In this from method, let's specify the activity object here. Layout inflator is equals to layout inflator dot from. Let's specify the activity object in this layout inflator dot from method. Okay, so in which activity you have to specify the activity object you have to specify, and by using this layout inflator, we can convert that XML user interface whatever you created. You can convert that XML user interface. You can convert into view object. You can convert. Okay, so basically we'll get this requirement of converting that XML user interface into view object. So we can do this one by using a class called what? Layout inflator is a class. So layout inflator is equals to layout inflator dot from is the method. We have to specify the activity object so that you'll get the layout inflator object you'll get. Okay. Now let's see here. Our requirement is presenting the data in this format. I want to present the data. I want to present the data in this format. I want to present the data. So I want to create what? A custom adapter I want to create for this one. I want to create what? A custom adapter I want to create for this user interface. Okay. Let's create a separate project. I'm closing this existing project. I'm closing. Let's close the project. I want to create a new project. I want to create. Let's start a new Android Studio project. Specify the project name. ListView dynamic. ListView dynamic underscore. It's custom adapter, right? I'm giving CP. I'm giving custom adapter. CA. ListView dynamic underscore custom adapter. This is a project name specified. Next. Take an empty activity. Next. And finish. So first open the XML file activity underscore main.xml, activity underscore main.xml, and we'll create a list view component. We'll create first. Okay. So we'll take the main UI group as linear layout is the main UI group. So we don't require this width and height attributes. I'm removing all the attributes. I'm removing. Let's apply an attribute called orientation is what? Vertical is a orientation. Now inside this linear layout, I'm creating one list view component. I'm creating match parent, match parent. What is the ID for this component? LV1 is the ID I configured. We created a list view component we created in the activity XML file, and even we configured the ID also we configured for this list view component. Even we configured the ID also we configured. What is ID we specified? List view 1 is the ID we specified. List view 1 is the ID we specified. Now in your activity code, open this main activity.java. Main activity.java. So here, get that list view component. We create list view component in the XML, right? Get that list view component into Java code. List view in onCreate method. List view is equals to list view of. There is a method called find view by ID is a method r.id.listView1. Get the list view component into your Java code. Get the list view component into what? Into Java code. Okay. Now my requirement is earlier we used the array adapter we used, but now we want to use the custom adapter we want to use, and we want to present the data we want to present in this format, a custom format. So for this one, we had to create a custom adapter class. We had to create a custom adapter we had to create. So here, what we'll do is just if you want to create a custom adapter, we had to create a separate class we had to create. We had to create a separate class we had to create. Just right click on this package, new, create what? Create a Java class. Create what? A Java class. Now here, let's specify what is our custom adapter class name. I specified my adapter is a class name. Specify what is your custom adapter class name. What is your custom adapter class name? I specified the custom adapter class name as my adapter is a class name. My adapter is a class name. Click on this OK button. Public class my adapter. It should be a subtype of extends base adapter. This is the first step. If you want to create a custom adapter, if you want to create a custom adapter, if you want to create a class with subtype of base adapter is a class name. And see, automatically it is showing the errors it is showing here. Errors it is showing because we are extending a custom adapter. It's an abstract class. This base adapter is an abstract class which contains 4 abstract methods. So if you click on this class declaration showing the error here, just click on this error mark. and it is asking you to implement the methods. Click on the error. It is asking you to implement the methods. Click on this implement methods. Click on implement methods option. It is asking to provide the implementation for four methods. Four methods are get count, get item ID, and get view. These are the four abstract methods. What are the four abstract methods? Get item ID, and get view. These are the four abstract methods. Get count, get item ID, and get view. These are the four abstract methods. Okay. Now here in the get count method, the get count method, these two are the major methods. Get count method and get view. These are the two important methods. Okay. First in the get count method, we had to specify how many files you want, how many items you want to present like this. In the list view individual, how many items you want to present like this. See, this is the first one, this is the second one, this is the third one. Like this, how many items you want to present? How many items you want to present? 10 values or 20 values or 30 values. You have to specify how many values you want to present like this, the individual items. Okay, so that number of values you have to specify in the get count method. How many values you want to present? How many values you want to present? How many values are available in the device internal storage? How many values are available in the device internal storage? Sample underscore images folder. I want to get all the list of files I want to get, and I want to present here. So first specify the path here. In the custom adapter, specify the path string. Path is equals to, let's specify the path here. So earlier we used SD card 0, right? Now I'm using emulated 0 I'm using. There is no difference. You can use SD card 0 or slash storage slash emulated 0. You can use any one of the option you can use. It's a normal string object. It's a normal string object. We cannot perform file operations. We cannot perform on this string object. Let's convert this string object into file. Okay, this path is not. It's a normal string object. We are converting the string object. We are converting into what? Into file object. We are converting. File f is equals to new file of. Let's specify the path. Okay, now if you want to get the list of files, if you want to get, there is a method called f.list is a method. F.list is a method. You'll get the list of files we'll get, and we'll hold that list of files we'll hold into one array we hold. String array files is equals to f.list. String array files is equals to what? F.list. Now by using this statement, we'll get the list of files we'll get from the specific path. We'll get the list of files we'll get from the specific path, and we are holding that list of files we are holding into one string array we are holding. We are holding that list of files we are holding into one string array we are holding the list of files. What is the array name? Files is the array name. Files is the array name. Okay, now in the get count method, you have to specify how many items you want to present on the screen. In get count method, you have to specify how many items you want to present on the screen. How many items you want to present? See, we already got the list of files we got already. We got the list of files we got. Now, how many files are available in this specific path? That many items I want to present here. So here, return type of this get count method is nothing but in place of 0, specify files dot length. How many files are available in the specific path? How many files are available in this array? I want to present that many items I want to present. How many files are available in the specified path? I want to present that many items I want to present. That is the get count method. That is what? The get count method. Specify how many items you want to present. And the next important thing is this get view method. The next important one is what? Get view method. See, what is the return type of this get view method? Return type of this get view method is nothing but view object is a return type. Return type of getView method is nothing but view object is a return type of getView method. View object is a return type of what? GetView method. Now here in this getView method, we had to specify in which format you wants to present the user interface. In which format you wants to present what? The individual user interface. So for individual user interface, we'll create an XML file. We'll create for the individual user interface. We'll create what? One XML file. In which format you wants to present the user interface, we had to create an XML file. Why we had to create an XML file? Because see, return type of this getView method is nothing but view object is a return type. Meaning, programmatically we had to create the user interface in which format you wants to present the individual item. I'll repeat it once again. Return type of this getView method is nothing but view object. Meaning we had to specify programmatically. Programmatically we had to create the user interface by using this view object in which format you wants to present. But there are two challenges out there. Creating the user interface programmatically is possible. Creating the user interface programmatically is possible, but there are two challenges. One thing is you had to write a huge amount of Java code you had to write for designing the user interface. You had to write a huge amount of Java logic you had to write for creating what? User interface. That is one thing. And second thing is complex user interface. Complex user interface we cannot design by using programmatically, we cannot design that. These are the two main challenges. One is you have to write a huge amount of logic you have to write. Second thing is complex user interface. That complex user interface we cannot design by using, programmatically we cannot design that one. Complex user interface. That's why we are very comfortable with the XML user interface. We know how to create this, how to create the user interface in XML file, we know that, right? So we are familiar with the XML file, but it is asking the view object as the input. GetView method is taking the view object as the input, but originally it's what? It's a XML file. Okay. Now what we can do is we can convert this XML user interface. We can convert into view object. We can convert this XML user interface. We can convert into view object. You can convert the XML user interface. You can convert into what? You can convert into view object. You can convert the XML user interface. For this conversion, XML to view object conversion, for this conversion, converting your XML file to view object, there is a class called what? Layout inflator is a class. Already given, the syntax already given. How can you convert that XML user interface into your view object? What is the class name? Layout inflator is a class. By using this layout inflator, sorry. By using this layout inflator, we can convert that XML user interface. You can convert into view object. You can convert. By using this layout inflator, we can convert that XML user interface. You can convert into view object. We can convert. Okay. Now what we have to do is let's do this step first. Create an XML file. In which format you wants to present the UI? In which format you wants to present the UI? Let's create an XML file, and we'll convert that XML file. We'll convert into view object by using a class called what? Layout inflator. Okay. So now create the individual XML file in which format you wants to present. Select the resource folder. In resource, you can find a folder called layout is a folder. In resource, you can find a folder called layout is a folder. In this layout folder, let's create an XML file here. In this layout folder, create an XML file, new layout resource file, new layout resource file, specify the XML file name. I'm specifying the XML file name as individual views XML file. What is the XML file name I specified? Individual view is the XML file name. Individual view is the XML file. Okay. Now in the individual item, in individual item, I want to present this user interface. I want to present. This is our requirement. Here I want to display one image. I want to display here. Here I want to display what? One image I want to display. For displaying the images, there is a UI component called image view component, and there are two text view components are there. And beside this, I want to create one delete button. I want to create. Basically, all these things I want to present in a single row. I want to present all these three components. I want to present on a single row. I want to present these three components. So, which UI group we have to use here for presenting the UI in this format? Which UI group we have to use? Linear layout only we use. Which UI group we use? Linear layout only we use, but the orientation will make it as a horizontal in place of vertical. We'll take the orientation as a horizontal. Will specify. Okay. Okay. Open the XML file and let's make it in place of the orientation in place of vertical. Let's make it to horizontal. Orientation in place of vertical. Let's change to what? Change to horizontal. And next, I want to display one image view component. I want to display. I want to display one image view component. I want to display. I'm specifying width is 150 dp, width is 150 dp, and height is 150 dp. Width is 150 dp and height is what? 150 dp. I applied a fixed height. Applied 150 and 150. Later, if you want, we can replace that. 150 means very large. I'm converting that one to 100. 150 is the height and 150 is the width of this image view component. Temporarily, just I want to show some default image. I want to show temporarily. Later we'll see how to replace with the actual image. Now initially temporarily I want to display some image, default image I want to display. So what we'll do is we'll take some dummy image. We'll take initially we'll take some dummy image. We'll take and we'll place that image. We'll place in the drawable folder. We'll place. Let's take initially this man with cycle image is there, right? Man underscore cycling dot png. Okay, let's place that image in the drawable folder. Let's place the image in drawable folder. Man underscore cycling dot png. Let's specify the image here. There is an option called src is option. Add drawable. Specify the image name, which option you want to display. Man underscore cycling. Okay, this is one thing. We want to display an image view component. We want to display. Next, beside this, beside the image view component, I want to present two text view components. I want to present. Beside this, I want to create what? Two text view components I want to create. Text view 1 and text view 2. Okay. So these two, for presenting these two things, we'll create one more linear layout. We'll create one more linear layout. We'll create after this, after the image view component, we'll create one more linear layout. We'll create. Width will apply some fixed size. Will apply. I'm applying the fixed size as 300 dp is a fixed size. Width is 300. Height is I specified 100 dp. I specified. Width is 300 dp and height is 100 dp. What is the orientation? Orientation is vertical. I specified. Orientation is what? Vertical. Okay. First 100 dp we specified image view component. Next 300 dp we specified for linear layout. Then after that I want to create one delete button. I want to create a button called what? I want to create one button. I want to create with the text delete. Width I specified 50 dp is the width I specified. 50 dp is the width and 50 dp is the height. 50 dp is the width and 50 dp is what? The height of the button component. And what is the text you want to display? Text I want to display as del is the text I want to display. Delete. Okay. Now let's see the design. We created one individual image component we created. Then after that we taken linear layout we taken. Maybe the size is very large, I guess. That's why it's not visible. Okay, we'll compress that one from 300 to 200. I'm compressing that one. The main linear layout I'm converting from 300 to what? 200. Okay, then after that we create a button we created called what? Delete is a button. Then after that we create delete button we created. Now in the linear layout, Now in this linear layout, I want to create two text view components I want to create inside this linear layout. So the orientation is specified as vertical way specified. Inside this linear layout, I want to create two text view components I want to create. Width is 300 dp, sorry 200 only, because the parent for this text view is nothing but linear layout. We specified 200 dp and height is 50 dp. I specified 50 dp is the height. And what is the text you want to display? What is the text I want to display? Here we want to display the text as file name we want to display. If you want, you can apply what is the text size. I specified 20 sp is the text size for this text view component. And below of this, I want to display one more text view component I want to display. I want to display the file size I want to display. For file size, I specified 15 sp I specified. For file name, I specified 20 sp. For file size, I specified 15 sp I specified. So select this design to show you how to display on the screen. We're displaying a default image component we are displaying, and the file name and the file size. Text view and text view 2 and a delete button. And a delete button. Right? Okay, XML file also created now. Now we created in which format you want to present the user interface. Basically, we required the view object we required, but directly you cannot create the user interface view object. That's why we created the user interface in XML file. We created the user interface. Now this XML file is available with us. In which format you want to present the individual UI, we already created the XML file. We already created for it. But by using get view method, return type of this get view method in our adapter class. Return type of this get view method is nothing but view object is a return type of this get view method. So for converting that XML user interface, for converting the XML user interface into view object, we required an object for layout inflator class. We required the object for which class? Layout inflator class object is required. So if you want to get this layout inflator class object, if you want to get, let's see here, we required the object for view class object we required, but before that, first get the object for which class? Layout inflator. Layout inflator is equals to, how to get the object for layout inflator? Layout inflator is equals to layout inflator of layout inflator dot, what is the method name? From is the method. In from method, we have to specify context, we have to specify. Context means nothing but activity. In which activity class you want to present the user interface, we have to specify that activity object, you have to specify here. See, we are in adapter class, and how you'll get the activity object into here? This activity class object we required in the adapter class, we required here. That's why not only here, globally to access anywhere this activity object in your program or application, I'm declaring one static variable. I'm declaring static. What is the variable name? I want to create an object for main activity. I specified m activity is a variable name I specified. Static. I'm creating one variable. I'm creating one static variable. I'm creating for a class called what? For main activity class. For main activity class, I'm creating a static variable. I'm creating for this main activity class. Let's write the logic here. This dot or m activity is equals to this. We are already inside the activity class. Initialize this main activity object. Initialize the main activity object. We are already inside the activity class. We are already inside the activity class. So that's why I'm specifying what? This. I hope you understand the statement, right? I declared a static variable. I declared. The advantage of creating this static variable is nothing but without creating the object with the help of class name, without creating the object with the help of class name, we can call this one from anywhere we can call with the help of class name. That is the advantage of static, declaring a static variables. I initialize that variable. I initialize m activity is equals to this. I initialize that activity object I initialized. Okay. Now here in the custom adapter class, in my adapter class, Here we require the activity class object we require. In which activity class you wants to present? We have to specify the activity class object you have to specify here. So use main activity dot. We declared a static variable, right? What is the static variable name? M activity is a static variable. We require that activity class object we require, but we are in a custom adapter class. That's why we declare a static variable in the main activity class, and we initialize that variable we initialized. And wherever you have a requirement of that main activity object, simply use that class name dot the variable name whatever you declared, main activity. Okay. We got the layout inflator object also we got, and even we create a XML file also we created. This XML we created as well as layout inflator is also available. Now by using this layout inflator, convert this XML file into which object? View object. Okay. Let's see how we'll convert the XML user interface into view object. Let's create the object for view class. View v is equals to inflator dot view v is equals to your layout inflator object dot there is a method called inflate is a method. So view v is equals to layout your layout inflator object dot there is a method called inflate is a method. Inflate is a method. First parameter is the XML file in which format you want to present the user interface. XML file you have to specify in the first parameter. R dot layout dot we already created XML file we already created. What is the XML file name? Individual view is the XML file name. And second parameter is a view group object. Second parameter is a view group. Basically, it's an optional parameter. It's an optional parameter. You will never get a requirement of using this one. So let's make it null. That's it. By using this statement, we are converting that XML user interface. We are converting into view object. We are converting. Okay. So for converting inflator dot your layout inflator object dot inflate is a method. First parameter specify the XML. Second parameter is a view group. View group is an optional parameter. We'll never use that parameter. Make it null. Okay. So now here, now we got the view object we got. Now we got the view object we got. So return in place of null, make it view object. Return in place of null, specify the view object. We created our own user interface we created. Okay, adapter part is done now. Now we specified what are the files you want to get, what is the files count and number of items, how many items you want to present, and individual item in which format you want to display. We had to specify that one in the getView method. We had to specify. Now here in your activity class in main activity.java, here we got the ListView component we got right. For this ListView component, we had to set the data we had to set. For this ListView component, we had to set the data we had to set. ListView dot there is a method called set adapter is a method. ListView dot set adapter is a method. We had to specify the object of your custom adapter class object you had to specify. ListView dot set adapter specify the object of your custom adapter class name. What is our custom adapter class name? My adapter. ListView dot set adapter specify the object of your custom adapter class name. That's it. Okay, so we'll test the application. Let's see it is presenting the data as per our design or not. Okay, let's run the application. It's loading still. It's loading the app. Okay, so app is installed. Now we are showing what? The image preview we are showing first. We are showing an image we are showing. file name we are showing, file size, and a delete button. See, still we have not only 50% only completed. Up to now, only 50% of custom adapter is completed. We specified now we specified the skeleton was I want to present the data in this format. I want to present the data in the individual item. So we specified that structure or skeleton we created now. Now, in place of these components, we had to replace with the actual data we had to replace. In place of this dummy imagery component, I want to place the actual image I want to place. In place of file name, I want to get the original file name I want to get and I want to present here. And when user clicks the delete button, I want to remove that file I want to remove from the storage. This is the requirement. Okay. So now we specified just only the structure we specified in which format we want to present the individual user interface. Now in place of these components, we had to specify how to present our own data, original data, how to present that actual data on these components. We'll discuss in the next session. Okay. It's important, just practice once you'll understand definitely, but it's most important concept also. Very simple boss. Just we had to create a custom adapter which contains two major methods. Get count is one method, how many items you want to present, and get view is another method, individual item in which format you want to present. We'll create an XML file for that, and by using this layout inflator, we are converting that XML file, we are converting into view object, and we are returning that view object we are return. Okay, so remaining part we'll see tomorrow, meaning in place of these components, how to replace with the original data. We'll discuss in the next class. We'll discuss. Okay, let me know if you have any issues. Yeah, I'll share.